Hi guys, welcome to Mr. Turner's class. Welcome to semester 2 of technology. So this video is just a little bit about Classcraft, and I know most of you guys I had all year, so most of you guys know a lot about Classcraft. And then some of you guys have probably never even heard of Classcraft or seen it or played with it, so this video is more or less for you. But everybody should be watching this right now, whether you know Classcraft or you think you know it or not. So this is Classcraft, right? Classcraft is just kind of a way that I can gamify my classroom. And what I mean by gamify my classroom is that basically I have my classes set up into kind of games. And you guys will get certain perks or certain advantages just for doing your work and turning things in on time. So here's how Classcraft kind of works. Alright, so this is Vincent's character right here. Vincent's a level 12 mage. He's pretty powerful. You can see that these are all his powers that he has actually earned. As he goes up, every time he goes up a level, he's going to get something that looks like this little green hand right here. And every time he gets one of these, he has 2 right now, he can actually learn a new power. So if he wanted to, he could learn Time Warp right now because it costs 2, and he has 2. Time Warp basically will give him 5 extra points on a quiz or an exam. Okay? But let me back up a little bit. On the side here in Classcraft, you actually have all kinds of different things that you can use. Now, I don't think all of you guys have all of these things because I'm on the teacher side, so I have a few more things than you do. But if you look over here, if you go to the little swords right here, I don't even know if you actually have them. I think you actually have 2 people right here. You'll see the entire class. You'll see everybody in your class. If you click the little shield up here, you'll actually see your teams. And you want to make sure you know what team you are on in Classcraft. Right now, they're just called Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, Team 5. And what we're going to do today is pick out names for them. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes as a group to come up with a name for your team. But either way, let's just say that Karina does not do an assignment. Karina is going to lose health points because she did not do her assignment. So every time she doesn't do an assignment, she'll probably lose about 20 health points or 15 health points or something like that. So it's not going to kill her. You can see right now she has 36 health points. The red right here is called health points. Okay? Let me go back to it real quick. There. So the red right here, these are called health points. Your health points should kind of always be full unless you didn't do an assignment or you were slacking off in class or maybe were negative in some way or bullying another student. These are things that will make you lose health points. If you don't turn in assignments on time, you will lose health points. Once you lose your health points and you get down to 0 or 1 health point, it does affect your entire team. So you'll notice if Karina gets down to 1 health point, it's called falling in battle. That's what she does. Basically, she dies. In video game lingo, she dies. So if she does fall in battle, all of her teammates will also get, I think, 20 points deducted from their health points. I think it's 20 points. I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll find out. So be careful. You don't want to get down to 1 health point. If you do, it's going to affect everybody in your team, and you're going to start to see that people in the class really resent you for not turning in assignments or, you know, slacking off in class because it's going to affect them too. All right, so let's say Karina does an assignment, and she does it really well, and she turns it in on time. She'll get something called experience points, which is this yellow bar right here. Experience points is literally like how experienced are you? So she's a level 12 warrior right now. If she goes up, it looks like to 18,600 as far as her experience goes, and she's at 1799 right now. She'll go up another level to level 13, okay? And she only does that by doing her work, turning in assignments, answering questions in class, making sure she raises her hand, making sure she stays in her seat. All of those things will get you experience points, all right? Let's talk about action points. Every time Karina wants to use a power, it's actually going to cost something called action points. So right now she has 30 action points. Let's see. If she wanted to use this counter attack, this power right here, the warrior gets a hint on an exam question, that's going to cost her 20 experience points, or action points. That's fine. She has 30. But let's say that we have a quiz tomorrow. She won't have enough action points tomorrow to actually use that power because she used 20. of her action points today. So be careful. Don't spend all your action points in one place. And then you have gold points down here. Gold points will allow you to kind of get new armor, get new pets, purchase like epic gear so that your character looks really cool like Vincent's does up here. Vincent's is really cool. And so is Karina's. But this kind of armor right here that you see, you won't get it with just like your level 1 mage. And I have a couple of people that in here, in this class in particular, that are not quite set up yet, which is why you see that they're grayed out over here. Okay? Alright. So let's talk about assignments in Classcraft. If you are coming into my class, the first thing that you should do after the bell rings is log in, or as soon as you get to class, not even after the bell rings. Log in and get yourself logged into Classcraft. You will always see right here, see this little booklet on the left-hand side? It says Interactive Classroom Content. You'll always see all of your assignments listed under the Assignments section. You'll see all of your test and quiz notes listed under Test Quiz Notes. There may be more sections added later on, but for right now, these are the two that we mainly work with. Okay? I am going to start doing quizzes through a new program this semester, so you'll probably see another section here for just quizzes, like links to your actual quizzes. All right? I think you guys will also see this. This is messaging. So you can actually send other people in the class messages and things like that. I can send a class announcement, or you can just kind of type into the class. Right now you can see the conversation is empty. So be careful. What I don't want to see here is anything inappropriate whatsoever. Remember, your names are attached to this stuff. So if you do make an inappropriate comment, I'm going to know who did it. You're going to see consequences for that, and you may or may not even get kicked out of Classcraft for that. If you get kicked out of Classcraft in my class, you will fail my class. Since all of my assignments go through Classcraft, that's not something you want to happen. Okay, so watch yourself there. You're more than welcome to post like questions to other students so they can help you answer them. If you don't know a vocab word and you know tomorrow's a vocab quiz day, you might want to post that on here. Instead of shooting me a direct message, you can go ahead and just post in here, hey, like, you know, what does this actually mean? And hopefully somebody in your group will get back to you. Let's see, what else should I show you guys over here? You've got your assignments. Oh, we also have something called random events. We don't do these a whole lot, but your random events, and I don't know if you guys even have a random events tab. I don't think you do. Random events are kind of random. They are anything and everything from prophecies to telling everybody that they have to do like a sing-song day, which means if you ask me a question and we do a random event and it says we're on a sing-song day, you have to sing your question to me. So once you raise your hand, you have to literally sing your question. Everything that comes out of your mouth that day needs to be sang. Anyway, so random events are kind of random. Sometimes they hurt you, sometimes they hurt the whole class, sometimes they help you, sometimes they help the whole class. Either way, we don't do them a whole lot, but you'll know when we do. People get generally pretty excited about it. All right. So that's kind of Classcraft in a nutshell. You want to go ahead and become as familiar with your character as you can. Make sure that you don't waste your powers, your little green hands right here, on random powers. Some of these powers don't do a whole lot. There's also a new thing to Classcraft. Even if you were with me last semester, you didn't see this part in Classcraft. If you ever want to know what happened to your class, you can click on Game Feed, okay? And it'll tell you exactly what happened. It'll tell you what players lost health points for what reason. Right here, let's just say, let's go back to Karina again. Let's just say Karina doesn't do that assignment and she loses her health points and she falls in battle. Warriors, healers, mages, they all have these powers that you can help each other out, especially healers. So if a healer wanted to actually heal her after she falls in battle, she can click right here under damage, and you would see something called delayed damage. This is brand new. This just came out over the Christmas break. So delayed damage, basically, when somebody takes damage because they didn't do an assignment, you'll see their name right here. If you have a power and you can help them out, or you can maybe take the damage for them, if you're a warrior, you can take a lot more damage than other people, then you can actually click on their name and you can use your powers right here. You'll get used to Classcraft as it goes on, all right? But just the fact that you're here watching this video means that you navigated to the assignment section and you must have found my post. So for right now, guys, finish poking around in Classcraft. You're going to come up with a group name in just a second, and you have about 5 minutes to do that. So again, what you want to do is figure out who you're in a group with. Click on the little shield up here at the very top. Figure out who you're in a group with. Chances are you're sitting really close to them, and you want to figure out a group name. Come up with something kind of silly, something stupid. I always liked the names like, Flying Llamas or, something like that. It doesn't have to be so serious. It is a game. We can kind of have fun as we do our projects here in technology. So get used to Classcraft. You will like it.